Moving on, and my guest tonight is an Aussie comedy icon and serious Hollywood actor. He's worked with Brad Pitt, Steven Spielberg, and now he's starring alongside Ricky Gervais in the new film Special Correspondence.
In addition to the gunfire and indiscriminate attacks, the threat of chemical war looms over the city, leaving the locals, the innocent victims in this bloody infighting, to wonder what has happened to the world they once knew. This is Frank Bonneville, live from Ecuador.
I think we're so much better off here in New York than Ecuador. We've got wine, snacks, not being shot at.
Please welcome Eric Bana! Welcome. Very well. Hey, hilarious movie. You and Ricky together are just great.
Thanks, mate.
In the movie, you're a journalist pretending to be in a war zone, but you're actually in an apartment in New York. And I was watching it and I thought, this could actually happen.
Well, the funny thing is that, I mean, Ricky loses our passport and tickets on the way to the airport. And my character's got such a big ego, he doesn't want to go back to the radio station and say, look, I stuffed up. So Ricky comes up with this idea to set up a soundscape in a tapas restaurant over the road from the radio station and pretend that we're in Ecuador covering a war. And we don't realise that the border's been closed and we're in fact the only journalists to be now reporting this war. And so the lie gets bigger and bigger, and we kind of needed to do that because otherwise too much of it would have been believable. Like we have to take it into farce for it to get into true comedy, because I think that if we just sort of finished it there, people go, well, people probably do that actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I want to put your bullshit detector to the test, if I may. I've got 3 headlines based on news this week, possibly. I want you to tell me which ones are real news stories and which ones aren't.
Okay.
Okay. So the first headline is, dogs hate being hugged.
This is true, and I know this because I'm a dog lover and I will not stop hugging my dog.
Yeah, right, fair enough. So now that you know it's not enjoyable for the dog, you'll continue.
It's enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
And I figure he gets a good run everywhere else, so he's just going to have to put up with that awkward hug. Am I right? Is it true?
Yeah, that is correct. It's absolutely true. Round of applause, that's 1 from 1. OK. Number 2, Putin celebrates birthday by wrestling a sedated bear.
Incorrect.
Yeah, it was not sedated. No. You are 2 for 2. You're doing very well. The last one. Deputy Prime Minister Barnaby Joyce gives herpes to carp.
Personally, or...
He didn't specify the delivery method of the herpes to the carp.
True.
It is true. Barnaby Joyce's Agriculture Minister, Science Minister Christopher Pyne, they've teamed up to use herpes to get rid of the carp in the Murray. Chris Pyne referred to it as Carpageddon.
This is a man who threatened to kill Johnny Depp's dogs.
Yeah, there isn't an animal he does not want to kill in some way. And getting back to the movie, it stars Ricky Gervais, it's directed by Ricky. Now, is it true that when he asked you to audition for this, he had no idea that you had a comedy background?
Well, he didn't ask me to audition, Charlie.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's true. He didn't know that I'd done comedy before, which I thought was interesting. And at first, I thought I couldn't tell if he was mucking around or if he was being serious. And then when I realised that he didn't know about the comedy background, it sort of made it easier for me because I realised, oh, he is just casting a straight man.
But how did Ricky and everyone in Hollywood not know that you did comedy? Do you not put POIDA on your show reel anymore?
It was simply because when I started doing drama, the internet had barely taken off pretty much. So it took quite a while for people to circle back on, Googling Eric Bana idiot,
Because I'm glad word is out, because Hollywood now, it's all about triple threats. People with 3 different skills. And it feels to me like you were keeping one of your threats in a drawer. If people didn't know the comedy stuff, you were hiding a threat from them.
Oh, that's right. What's a third one? I need to find a third. I can't sing.
You're an actor, you're a comedian, and you dance. You're a great dancer.
This is new to me. I'm scared he's got something in the file somewhere.
Thankfully, we found the tapes that existed before the internet existed. Unless I'm mistaken, this is some pretty good dancing from you from Full Frontal.
I want to introduce you now to Jake. Oh,
age they were allowed to broadcast something that deeply sexual on Australian TV.
And it was family viewing hours too. It was, what were we? I think we were 8:30 on a Thursday night. So yeah, Magic Mike, eat your heart out.
Is it true that you have St Kilda football games piped into your trailer when you're working on a movie?
It's not an official rider, but it's something that I'm at pains to do when overseas.
Because you're a huge St Kilda fan. I've got to ask, what would you rather, to win an Oscar or St Kilda win a flag?
What a stupid question. I mean, go St Kilda win a flag versus like anything and add them all up together and it's going to be St Kilda win a flag.
Really?
Absolutely. I was born in '68. Our last flag and only flag was '66. So I'm in that category of like the oldest man to never see his team win a grand final. So no, I'd hate to think what I would give. When we this is how my mind works. When we made the grand final against Geelong, I seriously considered getting the beast out of the garage and doing laps around Geelong because I thought if I just go sick around Geelong all night, I'll keep the players awake.
True believer. Ladies and gentlemen, Special Correspondence is on Netflix now. It is a wonderful film. Go see it. It's in your house. Please thank Eric Bana.